New tonight, charges have been dismissed against the man charged with murdering an HSU student. Good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm Nazi Javid. Scott Rates is out on assignment. The preliminary hearing in the tragic death of 19-year-old David Josiah Lawson ended today with the judge ruling that there was not enough evidence to hold 23-year-old Kyle Zoellner to answer on murder charges. In the hearing, the Humboldt County District Attorney's Office says they presented all the information available, including testimony by 17 witnesses with distinct accounts of key events. The DA's office says it also presented all available physical evidence to the court, but the judge said that just wasn't enough. The DA releasing a statement saying in part, quote, the information presented in the hearing differed from the information available when the case was charged, and additional information is expected, including more analysis of the knife found at the scene and analysis of blood samples found on clothing, end quote. The DA's office says it's also contacted the victim's mother to discuss the outcome of the hearing and advised her that the investigation is still open. In court today, the presiding judge explained his decision in front of a packed courtroom full of supporters of both Lawson and Zoellner, saying, quote, it's a very difficult and confusing factual situation. The judge went on to say he just didn't believe the evidence presented against Zoellner met the requirement to hold him on the murder charges. And with the charges against Zoellner being dismissed, it's left many wondering what happens next. Do police have more evidence? Do they have another suspect? So many unanswered questions, with Arcata Police Chief saying in part, quote, the result of the preliminary hearing does not change the vigor in which we will continue to pursue this case. The men and women of the Arcata Police Department are committed to justice for Josiah, end quote. Humboldt State University also releasing this statement on the case, saying, quote, Humboldt State University is certainly disappointed by what appears to be a setback in this case. It is difficult to be patient, but sometimes necessary in the pursuit of justice. This is not over. The investigation is continuing, and the university will continue providing assistance to local law enforcement, end quote. Arcata's vice mayor also releasing a statement saying, quote, my thoughts are with the Lawson family, our community, and the students at HSU. We continue to grieve and search for answers to this senseless act of violence. The city and the police departments must must continue to remain on achieving justice for Josiah. Now we're all following up on all the facts in this case for you. We just spoke to Kyle Zoellner's public defender, Luke Brownfield. We asked Brownfield about the knife and the mood of Zoellner's family. Here's how he responded.
There was a fingerprint that didn't match Kyle's, and that fibers did not match to Kyle's sweatshirt or the clothes that he was wearing. So we were aware of that before today.
And we still don't know right now whose fingerprint is on that knife.
No. I think APD is continuing to test whose fingerprint might be on that knife. It's hard for me to speak for them, but I think their mood has been, was today, obviously happy for Kyle and excited that he is coming home. But their mood and anything like this, I mean, there's a young man who is, by all accounts, seems to be a really good kid, and he lost his life, so they're saddened.
Of course, the investigation continues. We will update you when we learn more.